Now coming to the 14th problem in page number 96. In the adjacent figure, PQ and RS are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. An incident ray AB strikes the mirror PQ at B. So in the figure, PQ and RS are two mirrors. These two mirrors are placed parallel to each other. An incident ray. So one ray, that is a ray, light ray incident on PQ at B and strike the mirror PQ at B. So a ray strike the mirror PQ at B and reflected back, and the light reflected back, and the reflected ray moves along the path BC, and this ray moves along the path in the way of BC and strike the RS at point C, and again reflected back along CD, and the ray again reflected back along with the path CD. Prove that AB is parallel to CD. We have to show that these two paths AB and CD are parallel to each other. Okay, so these are two mirrors, a ray incident on PQ mirror at B, and this ray reflected back, and it travels in the path BC and again strike the RS mirror at point C, and again it reflected back in the path CD. We have to show that first path and the last path are parallel to each other. Okay, this is the figure given in textbook. We have to show that AB is parallel to CD. For proving this, we need some extra information, that is, draw a normal BX. Normal means it makes 90 degrees with the mirror PQ at point B. So draw a normal BX and draw a normal CY. Draw normals BX and CY at points B and C respectively. Okay, this angle divides into two angles, and name this angle as, already we used XY values and PQ values, small a and small b. Name this as small c and small d. Okay, children, you know that incident angle is equal to the reflected angle. So this is the incident angle. It incident on PQ mirror at B. So at this point, this is the normal and this is the reflected angle. Incident angle means the angle between the normal and the incident ray. So that is incident angle. So incident angle is always equal to the reflected angle. From the figure, angle A is equal to angle B. Since incident angle equal to is always equal to reflected angle. Okay, that's why angle A equal to angle B. Name this equation as equation 1. And similarly, this is the incident angle. That means BC is the incident angle and CD is the reflected angle at this point C. So here also angle C is equal to angle D. Name this is equation 2. So here also the same reason, that is incident angle is always equal to the reflected angle. Okay, now coming to the next step, these two lines are parallel. This is the normal to this line, that means BX is normal to the PQ line and CY is normal to the RS line. These are parallel and the perpendiculars of these two parallel lines are always parallel. So that's why BX is parallel to CY and BC is the transversal. BX is parallel to CY and BC is the transversal. Therefore, so this is the, these two are parallel lines, this is the transversal line. That's why angle B, angle C are interior alternate angles. You know that when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, then interior alternate angles are always equal. That's why angle B is equal to angle C. The reason is interior alternate angles. Okay, name this is equation 3. Children, from equation 1, 2 and 3, A, B, C, D are all four angles are equal to one another. Angle A equal to B, but angle B equal to angle C. Okay, but here, sorry, angle C is equal to, in equation 2, angle D. Angle C equal to angle D, but in equation 3, angle B equal to angle C. Okay, angle A equal to B, but B equal to C. So angle A equal to B equal to C, but C equal to angle D. Therefore angle A equal to B equal to C equal to D. Okay, from 1, 2 and 3, angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C equal to angle D. Okay, so now angle A plus angle B, so this entire angle is equal to angle C plus angle D, because all these four angles are equal if sum of any two angles is equal to the sum of the another two angles. So that's why from the figure, angle A plus angle B is equal to angle C plus angle D, but these are angle A plus angle B and angle C plus angle D, but these are interior alternate angles when two lines AB and CD intersected by the transversal BC. But these are interior alternate angles when two lines, which two lines, AB and CD intersected by the transversal, which transversal, BC. Therefore AB is parallel to CD, hence proved. Okay, so this is the solution for the 14th one.